Insurgency Sandstorm can still be a success on console. Hard to believe from what's been happening, I know, but this time it has to release when the developers have told us it's coming, and it has to release before Battlefield 6 starts their hype train. And I do still think there's an opportunity for Sandstorm to still be a success on console, but we need it to release when they've said. So this is going to be an interesting video today, and if you could drop us a like on the video, and if you could make sure you've got all bell notifications on so that you don't miss out on a video, that would really help out the channel massively. The most recent release window that Insurgency Sandstorm on console has is the first half of 2021, which is between January and June time. This was stated in the article regarding the merger with New World Interactive and the Embracer Group. The new developers behind the console port are Saber Interactive, and from what I can gather from a variety of different conversations and developers and people in the know that I've been speaking to, they are apparently hard at work at taking what they were given by New World Interactive and trying to make it a solid port. So who knows? Moving on, I recently ran a poll on my channel which has over 600 votes. 91% of you said that Insurgency Sandstorm for consoles needs to release before the Battlefield 6 information starts coming out, because naturally people will move on, and many people already have. And I guess to some extent I've already moved on, really, because I'm not covering Sandstorm maybe as much as I would like to. But again, I still want to see this game come out because I think it's fantastic, and I think it would be a fantastic alternative for the console players. Something that console players have been asking for is a tactical hardcore shooter. So I do still want to find out how this project ends up. Recently, I also did a video on Sandstorm, and the top comment with over 100 likes said the same exact thing. It needs to start getting a community together on consoles so it has a chance to be a success on consoles. I totally agree. Now, people watching this may be going, why does this guy keep talking about Battlefield and Insurgency Sandstorm? Well, I would say a large portion of the people who are interested in Sandstorm are also big Battlefield players, especially on console. So Sandstorm for the console had an opportunity to get a lot of the Battlefield players that hated Battlefield 5 on board with this title. Has that opportunity been lost though? I think if this releases on consoles in spring of this year, they still have a chance. They will have enough time to build a community if this port is a solid one, and I think it could thrive and be a great game to play before people start jumping on to BF6. If everything that I've been told with conversations behind the scenes regarding Sandstorm on console, then I hope they will listen and put out a great port that releases in time before it gets lost in the noise. On top of this, competition will arrive. Look at Operation Harsh Doorstop, 6 Days in Fallujah. If those games come out before Insurgency, then it will lose its unique selling point as being the only real tactical hardcore shooter on console. Now, people like me think this game doesn't look like it has a chance of releasing on console, or at least I have my doubts, of course, like many of you guys, and it does seem like it's not going to release. However, a friend I spoke to had quite a unique perspective on the whole situation. He thinks it will release on console, but the developers are being silent because they think that's the best option to quietly work away on this, not to get people's hopes up, and just to start promoting it when it's in its best shape possible. They could be scared of having Cyberpunk 2.0. Then again, I've always been someone who thinks the best way to handle this situation is to keep players informed, to let them know what's going on. And I've been screaming from the rooftops to say, from the beginning, I've been saying it has, the developers have to do this. They have to keep the players informed. So time will tell, but I want to see what happens with Sandstorm for consoles. I'm interested in this game still. Will it ever release, or I just kind of want to see if it gets cancelled? I just want to see what happens for Sandstorm on console. Now, one thing that I did want to add before I end this video is there are a couple of places that are running pre-orders for Insurgency Sandstorm, and of course don't pre-order, but the interesting thing that I found here, and the thing that I want to point out, is the places that are running these pre-orders have all of a sudden gone with this like 16% discount for alza.co.uk, and also on Zaytu, I think it's around 16% discount. for the console versions for PS4 and Xbox One, and I think on Zaytu the PS4 version is slightly cheaper, but they're all running these sort of discounts. So I'm not sure whether they've just been told to do this discount running up to maybe the release of Insurgency Sandstorm. I have no idea, but I just wanted to point it out nevertheless, because whenever I get some news, I will let you know about Insurgency Sandstorm, because like I've said so many times, I think it is worth playing Insurgency Sandstorm, and I think it would be an awesome console port. But it's sad that I have to kind of do all the job for New World Interactive. It would be nice if they started actually giving us some proper information, but time will tell. First half of 2021 is the new release date that they've been telling us, so I'll wait and see what happens really with this port. But it's been a big shame, because I think the more that they're letting this go on and on and on, you're losing more and more people. So fingers crossed. I think first half of 2021 they could still get a community, but it has to release within the first half of 2021. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, drop us a like and subscribe. And I also do cover these other tactical shooters, so if that's something that you are interested in, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you've got all bell notifications on. I'm also covering the Battlefield 6 reveal or release, sorry, so we'll see how that one goes. And until next time, have a good one.